Once the performance model has been generated, it's possible to run it directly from the CONTREP environment. We have all that we need. We have generated simulation script and all the platform dependent and independent functionality compiled into the dynamic libraries will reflect memory spaces are ready to be executed and triggered by means of the VIPPE launcher. For that, we only need to go to the control menu, go to the performance model action, and then select the simulate action. Before doing so, we have a check to the configuration tab and see the main options that we have to control the simulation of our model. In this case, we are using two of them, or enabling two of them. We are applying a simulation limit because this model otherwise will run forever. It has periodic tests that will never return or make the threat they are associated to return. And in addition, we are also enforcing CONTREP to perform a check on the fulfillment of the performance requirements of the model right after the simulation is finished. We have other options, for instance, to trigger the VIPPE GUI or to control the redirection of printouts either to the system console or to the CONTREP console. Okay, once we have a look to that, we select the human model and then we launch the simulation with the simulate action of the performance model menu. And then we see how the simulation is executed. And then we see in the error log, on the CRISE error log, how we have populated the log with a number of messages. Here we have a message stating that or informing that the contract has a complete execution of the performance simulation model. We have additional information which tell us which has been the exact command that has been used to launch the simulation. Here it's interesting to see that as well as the all options hidden by the simulation script and by the time limit options that has been selected from the front end, we are also capable to see that there are other options associated. We have an action to state that the performance metrics required for the checking of the requirements required to report response times, and this has to be told to the VIPPE simulator. And then we have two additional switches that are related to the multi-cube interface. That is the interface defined for the communication of the VIPPE model with an exploration tool, or as it is used in this case, with a human. The idea is that the multi-cube interface states the XML format to say the simulator which are the values of the exploration parameters and which are the metrics to be reported. So VIPPE framework supports this interface, and CONTREP framework also supports it when we are exploring interactively the design space by means of generating automatically one performance model and simulating it. Once this information is reported, we have two basic types of additional information reported. One is the exact value that has been used for the ESC parameters. So basically what is reported is all the values that have been used for the DSC parameters. Why? Because we are running a configurable model. This means that in principle we will consider the remaining parameters as fixed in the solutions that are explored, and therefore for having a track of the models that we are trying and how they are fulfilling the requirements or not, it is interesting to know which model we are checking. Of course, we can always do it by inspecting the default parameters file, which is read every time a simulation is launched. But in addition, it is interesting to have this information reported to the log. So if we launch several simulations, we can simply change the value of a specific value in the parameters file and then see what happened afterwards. That what happened is exactly what we can see here. In this case, we have a solution which is fulfilling all the requirements that we have posed. So here we see that all the deadline requirements are fulfilled, and moreover that the power requirement that we have captured in the model is fulfilled.